Hi students, welcome to my channel Botany Lover Abhi. In last class, we studied LS of a flower. It can be asked for 3 marks or 5 marks. So in this video, I am going to explain another one important question. It can be asked for 5 marks from the chapter Sexual Reproduction in Flowering Plants. So that is transverse section of young anther, or it can be asked as dithecous anther or a microsporangium. So we know that the male reproductive unit in a flower is called as stamen. The stamen consists of 3 parts. The long and slender stalk-like structure is called as filament. The terminal region of the filament consists of bilobed anther. The terminal region of the filament, it consists of bilobed anther. The bilobed anther means it consists 2 lobes. See, you can see here the anther consists of 2 lobes. Each lobe is joined by a tissue that is called as connective. The angiospermic anther, it is also called as dithecous. Anther. Most important topic, it can be asked for 5 marks, that is TS of young anther. When we take a transverse section of young anther, and observed under the microscope, when observed under the microscope, we can see a 4-sided structure under the microscope. So it consists of 4 microsporangium located at the each corner. 1, 2, 3, 4 microsporangium located at the each corner. So we can show there is a presence of connective tissue also. So next we have to study the typical microsporangium structure. So I am going to enlarge the one portion of the anther. So we know that the microsporangium appears like a circular outline structure. The outermost layer of the microsporangium is epidermis. It is made up of single layer. Inner to the epidermis, there will be a presence of another one single layer, that is called as endothecium. First outermost layer is epidermis, next endothecium. Inner to the endothecium, there will be presence of 1 to 2 layers, that is called as middle layers. Inner to the endothecium, there will presence of 1 to 3 layers, that is called as middle layers. The function of these 3 layers in the microsporangium is, these 3 layers will protect the microsporangium. They will protect the microsporangium and helps in dehiscence of anther to release pollen grains. The innermost layer is tapetum. It is also called as nutritive layer because it will supply the nutrients whenever the pollen grains is developing. So it is also called as nutritive layer. The innermost layer is tapetum. The innermost layer is tapetum. It consists of dense cytoplasm. It consists of dense cytoplasm because it has to supply the nutrients when the pollen grains are developing. So it should contains a dense cytoplasm, and it is also made up of more than one nucleus. It is also made up of more than one nucleus. So this layer is tapetum. The center region of the microsporangium, it consists homogeneous cells. Homogeneous cells. Why these cells are called as homogeneous means because they are in same shape and same structure. They are same shape in same structure. These homogeneous cells collectively called as sporogenous tissue. Sporogenous tissue. When this young anther matures, each cells of the sporogenous tissue will develop into a microspore mother cells. These microspore mother cells undergo meiosis to produce microspores. These microspores, this process is called as microsporogenesis. This process is called as microsporogenesis. We will study this topic in next video. So as I explained today, the transverse section of young anther, it will show four-sided structure. So and it will consist 4 microsporangia. Each lobe consists 2 microsporangia. When we enlarge one portion of the anther, we can see microsporangium. It is surrounded by 4 anther wall layers. One is epidermis, endothecium, middle layer, and tapetum. Epidermis is outermost single layer. Endothecium is inner to the epidermis. It is also made up of single layer. Just below the endothecium, there will be a presence of 1 to 2 layers, that is called as middle layers. These 3 layers helps in the protection of microsporangium and also helps in dehiscence of anther to release pollen grains. Dehiscence means bursting of anther. When the anther will mature, it will produce pollen grains. So this inner to the middle layer, the innermost layer, that is tapetum, it is also called as nutritive layer because it will provide nourishment to the pollen grains when they are developing. So the center of the microsporangium consists of homogeneous cells. These cells collectively known as sporogenous tissue. The sporogenous tissue, when the young anther will mature, it will be developed into a microspore mother cells. The microspore mother cells undergo meiosis to produce microspores. Thank you, students. So I will upload this topic notes in my description. Please download that one and refer it.